You can use your class roster reports to find a lot of different information about your students. To get started, go ahead and open up your gradebook. I want to run these reports for all of my classes so that I can have this information for all of the classes that I teach. So in this case, I'm going to go to reports for all classes. I could also get these reports individually for just one of my classes if that's what I wanted. Today I'm going to use my class roster report. So I'm actually going to create a new template today. This is a template that you might want to use at the beginning of the year. So I'm going to call it beginning of the year rosters. I'm going to just use this to collect some information that you generally want about your students at the beginning of the year. You can change your term. Right now we're in the second term, so I'm not going to change that right now. But you could look at your students for any grading cycle. You're probably going to want to change the way the name is displayed. Right now it's set up, the default is first name first. I'm going to change mine to last name first. I do want my student IDs. And then this is the information I could get. At the beginning of the year, I probably want to know what grade level my students are in. Are they 9th graders, 10th graders, 11th graders? I am probably going to want their student indicators. That'll let me talk to the special education department about which of my students need modifications, which one are in special ed. It'll also tell me who my English language learners are, who my GT students are. There's a lot of useful information that'll come up in those student indicators. And maybe I'm going to be celebrating their birthdays in my class this year. So just for fun, I could check their birthdays. And then that's a template that's ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and save that. I can run it anytime I need it this year. And here you see it is. To run that report, just click print. It'll go to your print queue, and you can see all that information about your students. Let's say that my students are always forgetting their in pins. So I might create a digital login roster for my classes. This is just because I know I'm going to have to remind them about how to log into their accounts. So again, I'm going to choose their name. This time what I want is their student access login and their password. I could also choose to get their email if I wanted, so I could get their email addresses. And this will help me anytime that they forget their login information. So I'm going to save that one. And there it is, my digital login roster. Now, something that's going to be very important to me this year is contacting parents. So let me add a parent contact roster. So I'll change my display name, and this time what I'm looking for really has to do with my students' families. So what I'm going to look for, I want their primary guardian, I want their phone number, I want their email address. Now it looks like I've selected a lot of information here, so I may want to select a little bit less so that it'll all fit on one page. So maybe for now I'm just going to get their email addresses, and then I can create a separate template to get their phone numbers if that's the information that I need. I'm just going to go with emails for now. And there's my parent contact information roster. You can create customized rosters for whatever you know you're going to need throughout the school year, and you can use them again and again and again.